So we are told that we have the assumption of a model y is equal to alpha plus beta x plus epsilon. And we want to show that I could rewrite beta hat in that form. Okay. So usually what happens in these questions is that the first step is that you will need to know what is beta hat looking like before you make this transformation, okay? So what is beta hat looking like before you make this transformation? Is the sum xi minus x bar, yi minus y bar, divided by sum of xi minus y bar, x bar squared, okay? So think of this as your left-hand side, okay? Think of this with a question mark as your right-hand side. So right-hand side, left-hand side. And you want to be able to try and see if you can go from the left-hand side to the right-hand side with the only assumption that you can make is the one that you've been given here. Okay, that's what you want to try and accomplish. Okay, think about it. What do you think is going to be the first step when you compare the left-hand side with the right-hand side? Yeah, Dragos. Yeah, you have an epsilon here. You don't have any epsilon on the left-hand side, and you don't have any y's on the left-hand side. So of course the first step would be to try and replace the yi with this assumption here. So let's do that. Note that when y bar multiplies this, it's also going to disappear. But so I can rewrite this. Actually, let me do this step by step. I could rewrite this as xi minus x bar squared. Can you follow that? Because the y bar is just a constant. So if I open that up, I'll have a summation notation of xi minus x bar times y bar. So that will be just 0. Okay. Note that the numerator looks similar, so I don't have to do anything. Sorry, the denominator looks similar on both sides, so I don't have to do much about that. So what I'm going to do next is, instead of yi, I'm just going to put beta 0 plus beta 1 x I plus epsilon I over this numerator. Okay. What do you know about beta 0 when beta 0 will multiply this? Well, beta 0 as a constant can be taken out. Then you have the sum of xi minus x bar, which is also equal to 0. Good. So the only thing that you'd be left with is beta 1 times sum of xi minus x bar times xi plus sum of xi minus x bar times epsilon I, this divided by, if I were to split them, sum of xi minus x bar squared.
Really? This step, why is it 0? That's the only one I didn't get. Why is it 0 for the one for beta 0 and not for the other two?
Because when you split this up here, and always stop me if something doesn't make sense, okay? But at some point, you have to catch up with the videos, right? Because this stuff, we've done them on some of the videos before, right? So then it will be difficult in week 8 to ask the same questions, right? I'll just direct you to the videos. But if you were to split this, it would just be sum xi minus x bar times beta 0 plus sum xi minus x bar xi minus x bar times xi times beta 1 plus sum x bar times epsilon I. Okay? This beta 0 is just a constant, can be pulled out, right? Then it's a property that sum of xi minus x bar, we've proved in one of the videos, this is always going to be 0.
Okay, good. Oh, just because I can pull it out, it's 0.
Yeah, the xi, you can't pull it out. This is not equal to 0. Right? But the sum of xi minus x bar, that is equal to 0. Okay? This xi here, I cannot pull it out. So that sum here, this bit here, is not going to equal to 0.
Okay.
And that's something that you should try and go back to and get familiar with it. Okay? Now, it looks like I'm getting very close to my right-hand side. What is the only thing that I need to get very close to my right-hand side is to ideally cancel this 2. That's what I'd like to do. But are they similar? They certainly don't look similar. Are they similar? How many of you think that they're not similar? How many of you think that they're not similar? Okay.
I know they're the same. Also,
You can guess that they're the same, right? Because if I were to add here a minus x bar, nothing would happen to the denominator because x bar being multiplied by this would simply be a 0. Okay? So those two things are indeed the same, so I could cancel them. Cancel, cancel, and I'm back to what I wanted to prove. Beta 1 plus blah blah. And that's how I show it. Let me take some follow-up questions on that. Is everybody happy with it? Okay, great.